when we asked Stanford undergraduates to tell us what social group is associated with apes, most had no knowledge that Black Americans are associated with apes. When we asked what animals are associated with Black Americans, again, most had no knowledge of an association between Blacks and apes. And in fact, in no study that I know about do people express explicit knowledge of a stereotypic association between Blacks and apes. Yet in study after study, we're finding that people still today make this association. And this association alters how Blacks are seen and treated in the modern world. So we began to test people's implicit association or implicit knowledge of this association by using some of the same paradigms that I showed you earlier. So for example, in the first study, we demonstrate that the stereotypic association between Blacks and apes is strong enough to shape visual attention. In this particular study, we expose people to faces just as we've done in the other studies. So they're, again, exposed to these faces subliminally. Either they're exposed to the Black faces or the white faces. And then we have participants perform this degraded objects task. And just like in previous studies, you know, they're shown the objects, they're really degraded, they become more clear. But this time, all of the objects are animals. Some of the animals are apes, like this. Others are non-apes, like alligators and squirrels and elephants, okay? And we hypothesized that participants would be faster to detect the apes when they'd been first exposed to the Black faces as compared to the white faces. Okay, so let's look at the results here. So you can see here that when they're judging the non-apes, the race of the face that they've been exposed to beforehand doesn't matter at all. But when they're detecting the apes, it makes a big difference, okay? Simple exposure to the Black faces beforehand reduces the threshold at which people can actually recognize these ape images. So the Black faces, once again, they're facilitating the detection of the ape images. Now, I have to say that these results just stopped me in my tracks. For the first time in my career, I looked at study results, and I just had to say, have mercy. We kept running the study, we repeated it to make sure the effect was real, and the result was always the same. We tested the association backwards and forwards, and the result was always the same.